sign it. And that's the point. Alex Jones. See that? That's where you get freedom. Telling these bullies, these scum, these illegitimate New World Order trash, we're not playing games with you. Let me read from this that these vampires don't like. It's like high noon to them. While evils are sufferable, it goes on here, people to alter or abolish it and to institute new government. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation should not be changed for light or train or more, to which invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such governments and to provide new guards for their future security. And look, I signed my name to it right here. I signed my name to this. Sign your name. It is a symbol. God sees it. Print it out, or if you got a parchment one hanging on the wall, get in there and sign it. In fact, we've got back there parchment constitutions hanging. I want them pulled off the wall. I want the Declaration of Independence. I want it pulled out of the frame. I'm going to sign it because that's what it's about. I mean, look at this headline.
That arrogant son of a
Glenn Beck says, are you out of your mind? They'll come round you up. My God, that man is a Benedict Arnold with stuff like that. Or maybe he's just a coward. He's got like 30 security people.
We need to do a little bit
I
of
just go out to Bilderberg streets, have 1,000 people around me, and people are like, that's crazy, Jones. Why do you do that? Why do you tell folks where you're going and where you're going to be? Because it's in God's hands. That's why. The tree of liberty has to be refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants, and I'm not living in fear. I'm signing my name on to liberty, and I'm in 110%. I'm all in. I'm doubling down. There's no more backing off. There's no more playing games. There's no more half measures. You're either for freedom or you're going to be a slave.
Those are the options.
Now, let me give you my plan, and I want to start out first with how they're going to counterstrike. You've seen it. I told you for years. John Warner Defense Authorization Act says for insurrection by the states, governors, and legislatures. This is 2007. They were getting ready for this. This is a long-term plan when they were getting rid of Posse Comitatus, getting Brigade Homeland set up, 400,000 troops for domestic operations, Northcom standing up. The drones, all of the massive preparations that were going on and being established and being set up while all of this was going on, they said in the 2007 John Warner Defense Authorization Act, it says, and I read it on air to you, that they are preparing to block the states. They're worried about the governor's council, even though most of them are their operatives, because we could take that back over, and that's the logical place to have a new continental Congress of the states to restore the republic. Not a secession, recognizing our government's been hijacked. That's the key. That's not words. That's true. They have declared they have conquered us. That's a legal posting in over 200 newspapers I've seen in just the last year. I've shown them. Paul Watson and I wrote the article, Bankers Declare They've Conquered Europe and the U.S. Our first issue of the magazine covered that. Bankers declare they've conquered us. That is a legal posting. These people are lawyers because they leave back doors, escape hatches for themselves. That's why we understand their battle plan, because this barrel of snakes follows a program to exempt themselves from their tyranny.
Alex knows how the attorneys work, right?
Now listen to me.
That's how he sets.
They've got the military set. They've got the military ready.
Yeah.
Rick Perry joked and said, we'll secede. They put the military on alert in surrounding states to invade.
Right. You see how he hesitated with that? Because he's so skilled at hiring attorneys, high-powered attorneys, right? He's even said it on air.
Yes.
So he knows how they craft stuff like that. That's why he understands it, but he doesn't want to admit that to people that he uses attorneys.
Right. He puts enough stuff out there, and I mean, he'll put it out there and then he backtracks, covering himself so that he can't be held, you know, so that he can say that he corrected himself or that he,
yeah, it's triple speak.
Yeah.
Good. Throw me in that briar patch. Let's get it on. Let's start it. Let's have you come in and knock some heads and put army on the streets. Let's get it going here. Not physical. Don't fight them when they do this. Let the redcoats occupy like they did for a decade before it really got going. Let the redcoats up come in. Let them rape women.
Whoa.
Okay. So what he's saying here is let them come in and rape women for a decade before you do something about it.
Let them rape women. Did he just say let them rape women?
For a decade.
Here, hold on a second. I'm going to just rewind it. This is 4025. Wow. We're going to replay this. 3947.
This barrel of snakes follows a program to exempt themselves from their tyranny. Okay? Now listen to me. They've got the military set. They've got the military ready. Rick Perry joked and said, we'll secede. They put the military on alert and surrounding states to invade. Good. Throw me in that briar patch. Let's get it on. Let's start it. Let's have you come in and knock some heads and put army on the streets. Let's get it going here.
He's
not physical. Don't fight them when they do this. Let the redcoats occupy like they did for a decade before it really got going. Let the redcoats come in. Let them rape women. Speak out against it. If you see it happening, you've got a moral duty to defend the woman. But no offensive attacks.
Speak out against it. Speak out against it.
Let their evil flow.
Yeah.
Continue. They want to start the fight. Yeah. Let them shoot first. We have the moral high ground. They'll probably stage some false flags to then blame it on us.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is probably one of the most disgusting things that you'll ever hear in alternative media. Right there, period. And
you know what? Even Glenn Beck does not go that low.
No.
Seriously.
No.
He does not go that low.
He not only told everyone to stand down, told all the men to stand down, even when the women are being raped.
For a decade. Do you realize what a decade is?
Mm-hmm.
10 years of women being raped and suffering. And you have a moral obligation or a moral duty to speak out against it, but not get physical. Is he freaking kidding me?
Yeah, but
you've got to be kidding me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pete Santilli, host of the Pete Santilli Show. Tonight's discussion in this episode on this Saturday, November 17th, there was some serious discussions about Alex Jones, the fact that he's speaking to literally tens of millions of people. After listening to these excerpts that we were going to post, after, I guess, thoughtful consideration of the implications of what he said, his words on air is so irresponsible. I'm going to, at this point in time, I'm going to call publicly for an apology. Alex Jones, I'm hereby demanding publicly apologize and retract those statements that he made hurtful of women. And there is no hesitation whatsoever in calling for that. And I demand an apology from Alex Jones publicly. He needs to do that. And if he fails to do that, I would say that we will take the appropriate action against him, especially because of his stature in the alternative media and his responsibility to the public in general on the public airwaves. This is very, very irresponsible, and he definitely needs to be held accountable for such disgusting commentary.